Hi, this is Jonathan LaMarche. Today I'm going to be showing you a really quick, high-intensity workout where you can kind of scale it to your ability. So the progressions, you can bring it up, bring it down. I'll just give you a few suggestions as to how you can do that. Today we're training outside. I actually had a few clients that I was working with this morning, so I figured I might as well take this opportunity to shoot a video and show you some of the things we're working with. One of the things we're going to be starting with are some bear crawls on the mat. I have a whole series of bear crawls that I work in with my clients. Many of them get to know the basics of how this works and how we sort of integrate our abdominals with our obliques, our lower back, and many of the stabilizers in our back. In particular, kind of getting to the center where you're activating that TVA or transverse abdominis and how that's linking up the rest of your body, particularly with opposite type movements. So any quadruped, sort of contralateral type movements, it helps you with not only developing strength, but developing stable strength that works throughout your kinetic chain. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead into the workout. So number one, we're gonna start off just with these bear crawls. All right, so first exercise in the circuit, we're gonna go from here on the mat, we're gonna come up, and then we're gonna do a simple push and a simple pull with the suspension trainer. These suspension trainers are great. You can utilize them at home like I have here. I use them a lot at the gym as well. And you can do the same. You can have some installed at your house, and I know where I work at the gym, we have plenty of them for members to use. So, all right, let's go ahead and start with crawls. So first off, we're gonna start on the mat and sort of our bear crawl position. We're gonna make sure our hips are lower than our shoulder line. And so if I'm facing forward, my chest is up, my hips are down. I'm still on the balls of my feet. So my knees are not down on the mat. All right, I'll show you from the side. So it's different. I'm keeping my hips down and I'm keeping my chest up, my chin elevated. So this is my starting point. I should be mobile. I can almost move side to side from here. My arms are not completely locked out. So I'm not starting this way, which this is how a lot of people start with any type of crawling movements. I'm starting for this movement, I'm starting with my hips down. We're gonna be lifting opposite sides, right? And as I do this, we're gonna try to maintain this posture. And it's almost kind of a squatting posture, except I'm going up at that angle. All right, so if you look at me kind of looking through this angle, I'm in a bit of a squatting posture, like I'm ready to leap. From here, I bring my right arm up while my left leg comes up, and I pause, and I hold for 5 seconds, come back down. Come over to the other side, hold for 5 seconds, come back down. And it's key that I'm not starting to do this. This makes the movement much easier. Now I can lean into my joints, and I don't have to have much core activation. I can talk pretty easy here. If I keep my hips below my shoulder line, all right, so my butt's low, then from here, maintaining that low posture makes me have to activate my abdominals, my glutes, a lot of integration between all of the components of how my body's being held together. I'm also trying not to lean into my joints as I do this. So if I face forward, same thing, my hips are lower than my shoulder line, my elbow stays in tight, just like I'm running. And then I come up to the other side, elbow stays in tight, just like I'm running. So I'm not out here, I'm in here. At first, you might do this and only be able to come up and tap your foot on the ground. So you might come up, whoa, falling off balance. That's okay, you'll develop the stability. Do what you can at first until you can make a nice stable 5-second hold. And from there, we're coming up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down, come back up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. All of these, you're gonna repeat and do those 5 on each side for a total of 10. As soon as you've completed that, you'd come right up, head into your first push exercise. So we're gonna grab these straps. Pretty simple, just doing a push-up with the straps. If you're at home, you can go ahead and do push-ups off the ground if you don't have any suspension trainer device like this. So from here, keeping my grip down towards the center, open up, elbows bend. It's critical that I'm keeping my core tight. So I'm keeping a nice plank as I'm coming down, exhale as I'm pressing. And from here, I'm coming down, I'm gonna pause, press up to the top, all right? Inhaling down, exhale up the top. I can increase the intensity of this exercise by coming lower. I can bring these straps lower so that I have more weight on my arms as I'm pressing down. But from here, I'm gonna come up quickly, but I'm gonna lower slowly. So it's kind of a 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2 up. And I might be aiming for a 1 up, but it's not actually gonna be in that direction. As soon as I complete my push I'm gonna go right into a pull. So from here, I'm just gonna do a standard row, and I'm gonna let my hands move with a natural angle of these, all right? So from here, I get my grip, my body's straight like a plank, and I'm gonna go ahead and lower. Palms come down, then they come right in towards the side. I'm keeping my chest up and my shoulders wide as I do this. So coming up to the top, and of course I can add to the resistance by coming lower under here. Or if you happen to have a pull-up bar available, you can replace this with pull-ups as well. So you can jump up, hit your pull-ups, 10 repetitions. From there, once you've completed that cycle of 3 strength exercises, you're gonna amp up your cardio with a plyo. Okay, and for this, those of you who are new, we're gonna start with this staying stable. It's really not gonna be much of a plyometric exercise. It's gonna be much more of a stability device for you to develop that stability and prepare for the future. If you're an athlete and you already have some comfort with these, you have no knee problems, and you're already doing some quick, explosive movements, and you need that in your workout, this is an opportune time to do that. All right, and so what I'm gonna show you is first the stable sort of method one. We're gonna start off with just coming down with our leg in a split stance here with one leg back, one leg forward. I'm not gonna step back into a really long lunge. I'm just bringing my foot right behind the other foot. All right, and from here, I'm gonna lower, keeping weight on the heel of this front leg. I'm gonna go ahead and lower down onto the mat, and then I'm gonna come back up, staying stable as I'm doing this. So I just lower down, keeping my chest up. My shoulders are wide, opening the chest, so I'm not doing this. Coming down over the leg. I'm keeping my posture up, keeping weight on my heels. If I need to, I can adjust, bring this leg a little further forward so I can keep weight on the heel. Coming right back up. So from here, I'm sitting my hips onto my foot, pressing right back up and through. It takes a little while to develop and sort of find where your stability is in this, where you can sit down, then drive up through that front heel. If you're a little more advanced, you feel comfortable with this application, then you're gonna do 10 explosive jumps, 5 on each side. So from here, I come up, switch, catch, and decelerate. Right back to this position. I'm not slamming the ground. So I'd come up again. It's best if my arms are moving with my legs. So this knee is up, means this elbow's forward. Just like my mechanics when I'm running. Opposite sides moving together, developing coordination between our obliques, our abdominals, and our glutes, keeping our pelvis stable so we can get that upper body rotation while not having so much lower body rotation. So from here, I'm gonna be coming up, got my arms, I switch, right back into position, right back into position. Go through, complete 5 of those, 5 on the other side, then I'm gonna go through the whole cycle again. From there, you can go ahead and complete anywhere from 2 to 5 rounds. Great full body strength routine that you can implement in with any of your other training. It's a great way to kind of fit something in 15, 20 minutes, especially if you're a runner, cyclist, or somebody who does a lot of outdoor activity, wants to still keep your strength workouts in, but you know you're not gonna be spending a lot of time indoors in the gym, but you do know you wanna get that strength in, you wanna utilize that time to the best of your abilities. Hit this quick 15, 20 minutes, get this done either in the gym, outside, wherever you can. All right, keep practicing, keep training.